Hi everyone. We wanted to talk about differentiated instruction. Sherry asked what was the relationship between accommodations and differentiated instruction. It is accommodating, and it's accommodating the process of how the students learned. So this is done through when we are teaching and when the students are learning. We gather ideas for accommodating our students' learning processes by talking to them. Having students reflect on what in our lessons help them learn. Remember that overall and specific expectations, learning goal, and success criteria is never changed. All the students in the classroom are expected to meet those. When we are differentiating our instruction, we are incorporating what research has told us about including opportunities for students to hear, say, feel, do, and see in our lessons. We also review the success criteria of a teaching strategy, ensuring we have met at least one of the cognitive, physical, emotional, and social learning processes of our students, and we have research to show that. Doing the above means we have already accommodated different learning processes in our students, and we have already differentiated. After getting to know our students further through conversation, self-assessment, etc., and them talking about how they learn best, we will discover new differentiated instructional strategies we can include based on the needs of our diverse learners as they learn what we are teaching. And it depends on different classrooms. So we might learn that the students in our class, some of them need a larger font, so we do that for everybody. Some people learn that using red for important ideas we're saying, so using color is important because our brain cannot block out red. Not overcrowding an instructional paper or an exam or a handout overwhelms the students, so making it brief. Chunking instructions. Through a unit, you might have a project that's due and you chunk the instructions, so there's 5 instructions, and you lay them out accordingly. Dividing the class when you want them to watch a video and not giving everybody 7 questions to answer, but dividing the class into groups, so group 1 answers 1 question, group 2 answers 2, and when you get them all back together again, everybody gets the answers for all of them. Wait time, we've talked about that, where you leave 5 seconds after you've asked a question, and after a student's answer it, you wait 5 more so people can think about what the answer was before they answer again. Having an agenda at the beginning of your class so that students know what to expect in that class is also another way of differentiating. Another way is not limiting our students by giving them choice. For example, you probably know in your classroom you have ELL learners, you might have IEP learners. When you provide graphic organizer for something that they need to do, give them choices of graphic organizers. Don't make everybody do the same one. By giving them choice, they will choose the one that works best for them, and also give them the choice of doing making their own. Suggestions to begin further differentiated instruction. Just as you're starting out as teachers, one really neat way is after the lesson, and you can do this online or you can do it face-to-face, ask those students who are ready to get started to go get started. The people who aren't ready can stay online or in the classroom, can go to another corner and meet with you for further instructions. So you've already differentiated your classroom by those who need further instructions and those who don't. Another way is through an agenda with the behavioral expectations. So you're saying to the students, this is our lesson today. I'm going to give you a small lecture burst for 5 minutes. Then you're going to get a chance to talk to your partner for 10 minutes. Then we're going to come back together again. Then we're going to get up and move. So you're telling them behaviorally what you're expecting of them. And that lets those students who need to move know what's going to be happening, and they can control themselves for 5 minutes before they get to move. The other thing that can happen too is if you have students who need quiet space, there are noise canceller headphones that you can organize for your classroom. In your online, you can mute. And I will put a little link into what are ABS whispering phones for those students who need to read out loud. There's a whispering phone you can make out of ABS piping that lets them read out loud, nobody else hears them, and they only hear themselves. The fourth idea we've talked about already is establishing rules in the classroom. And this helps us deal with Jordan's question, which is if, as you all agree in the classroom, that there's going to be a certain amount of movement, a certain amount of talking, etc., then your accommodations will be controlled by that. Remembering, we are building a community of learners so that all in the community, including us, need to feel comfortable. I hope this has been helpful. Talk soon. Take care.